It's 94 degrees outside. Your air conditioner is running, but the house is getting hotter. 78 degrees, 80 degrees, 83. You call an HVAC technician. He checks the outdoor unit, runs a few tests, and then gives you the diagnosis you didn't want to hear. The compressor has failed. Then comes the repair estimate, $2,800. Your first thought is probably simple. How much is a new air conditioner? And that's where this decision gets dangerous. Because a failed AC compressor can be either a repair worth making or the final warning that your entire cooling system has become a money pit. The difference may come down to 5 questions, and the age of your air conditioner is only one of them. Welcome to the repair verdict. Before you approve an expensive repair, we look at the age, the failure, the repair cost, and the risk of what happens next. Then we give the verdict. Fix it with conditions, or replace it. Today, the compressor is dead. Is the repair actually worth it? First, you need to understand why the compressor matters. Think of your air conditioning system as a machine that moves heat. It takes heat from inside your home and moves it outside. The compressor is a critical part of that process. When it fails, this is not usually the same financial conversation as replacing a thermostat or dealing with a minor electrical component. Compressor-related work can become expensive because you're not only paying for a component. The job can involve skilled labor, refrigerant handling, system testing, and additional materials. So when a homeowner hears a quote of $2,000, $2,500, or even $3,000, the immediate reaction is understandable. Why would I spend that much fixing an old air conditioner? But before you answer that question, we need to build the case. Imagine your air conditioner is 8 years old. Until today, it has been reliable. No major repair history. Your energy bills have been relatively predictable. The system cools the home properly. Then the compressor fails. Repair estimate, $2,800. Now, here's the first question. Is the compressor actually out of warranty? This sounds obvious, but it can completely change the decision. HVAC warranty coverage varies by manufacturer, model, registration status, and installation details. A major component may still have parts coverage even when the homeowner assumes the entire system is out of warranty. That's a lot of work! But there's an important catch. A covered part does not always mean a free repair. Labor may not be covered. Refrigerant may not be covered. Diagnostic fees may not be covered. Other materials may not be covered. So never ask only, is my compressor under warranty? Ask, what is my total out-of-pocket cost after warranty coverage? Those are 2 very different questions. Imagine the compressor itself is covered. Your original $2,800 decision suddenly becomes a much smaller out-of-pocket repair. The air conditioner is 8 years old. The system has been reliable. There is no pattern of repeated failures. Now the verdict may lean toward fix it. But change one fact. The system is 14 years old. Same compressor failure, same expensive repair quote. Now the math looks different. A central air conditioner can sometimes serve a home for 15 to 20 years, depending on climate, installation, maintenance, usage, and other factors. But 14 years places the system much closer to the stage where age-related failures become a bigger part of the financial decision. And this brings us to question number 2. What else is aging with the compressor? Replacing a compressor does not reset the clock on your air conditioner. The condenser coil is still 14 years old. The evaporator coil is still 14 years old. The fan motors are still 14 years old. The electrical components are still part of an aging system. The compressor may be new. The air conditioner is not. This is the same mistake homeowners make with expensive car repairs. They spend thousands replacing one major component and mentally reset the entire machine back to zero. But a new transmission does not make an old car new. And a new compressor does not make an old HVAC system new. So ask the technician a question that is more useful than, "Can you fix it?" Ask, "What is the overall condition of the rest of the system?" You're looking for evidence. Is there significant coil corrosion? Has the system had refrigerant leaks? Are there signs of repeated electrical problems? Has cooling performance been declining? Has the system needed multiple service calls? One failed compressor is a major problem. One failed compressor inside a system with 3 other developing problems is a financial warning. Which brings us to question number 3. Why did the compressor fail? This question is critical. Because bad compressor describes the failed component. It may not explain the underlying cause. A refrigerant problem can place stress on the cooling system. Poor airflow can contribute to operation problems. Dirty outdoor coils can reduce heat transfer. Electrical problems can damage components. And sometimes a component simply fails. But if an underlying system problem helped kill the first compressor, installing another compressor without addressing that problem may leave you with an expensive new component inside the same bad conditions. You don't need to diagnose the system yourself. This is not a DIY compressor repair. You need a qualified HVAC professional to explain the diagnosis. Ask, "What caused the compressor to fail?" And then ask, "Has the underlying problem been corrected?" If the answer is unclear, an expensive repair deserves a second opinion. Now let's talk about a popular HVAC rule. You may hear something called the $5,000 rule. The idea is simple. Multiply the age of the equipment by the repair cost. If the number is above $5,000, replacement may deserve serious consideration. Let's test it. An 8-year-old system. A $2,800 repair. 8 times 2,800? 22,400. According to the rule, replace it. But there's a problem. Rules of thumb are not verdicts. Imagine the compressor is under parts warranty. Imagine your actual out-of-pocket repair cost is $800. Imagine the system has an excellent repair history. Imagine a comparable full system replacement is a major expense. The simple rule may tell you to replace. The actual evidence may tell you to repair. This is why the repair verdict does not use one magic percentage or one magic formula. We use the whole case. Question number 4. What refrigerant does your system use? This matters especially with older air conditioning systems. Some older systems use R22 refrigerant. R22 has been phased out of production and import in the United States. Existing systems can still be serviced with available recycled or reclaimed refrigerant, but continued service can become increasingly expensive. So imagine this case. 14-year-old air conditioner. Failed compressor. Expensive repair. Older refrigerant. Previous refrigerant leak. Now you're not evaluating one failed component. You're evaluating the future serviceability of the entire system. That pushes the verdict much closer to replace it. But consider another case. 8-year-old air conditioner. Failed compressor. Part covered under warranty. Reasonable labor cost. No refrigerant leak history. No repeated repairs. System was performing well before the failure. That case may deserve fix it. Same failed component, different verdict. And now we reach question number 5. What are you actually buying with the repair? This is the question I want you to remember. Do not ask, is $2,800 cheaper than a new system? Of course it is. What am I buying for $2,800? Are you buying several more reasonable years from a system that has otherwise been reliable? Or are you buying one new compressor for a 14-year-old system with an aging coil, previous refrigerant problems, rising energy bills, and repeated service calls? The repair price is the same. The value of the repair is completely different. Let's run 3 repair verdict cases. Case number 1. The air conditioner is 6 years old. The compressor failed unexpectedly. The compressor has parts warranty coverage. The system has no major repair history. The technician identifies the failure and confirms the rest of the system is in good condition. Your out-of-pocket repair cost is reasonable compared with replacement. The verdict? Fix it.
Case number 2. The air conditioner is 10 years old. The compressor has failed. The repair is expensive, but the system has been reliable. No repeated refrigerant leaks, no major history of service calls. A second HVAC opinion confirms the diagnosis. The rest of the system appears to be in reasonable condition. The verdict? Fix it with conditions. Before approving the repair, compare the written repair quote with a realistic replacement quote. Check the warranty, ask what caused the compressor failure, and ask exactly what warranty comes with the new compressor and the repair labor. Now, case number 3. The system is 14 or 15 years old. The compressor has failed. You've already paid for multiple repairs. The system has had refrigerant problems. Cooling performance has been declining. Energy use has been rising. And now you're facing another major repair bill. The verdict? Replace it. Not because compressor repairs are always bad, not because an air conditioner becomes worthless on its 15th birthday, but because you're no longer looking at one isolated failure. You're looking at a pattern. And patterns matter. There's one more cost people forget. Downtime. When an air conditioner fails during mild weather, you may have time to get 2 or 3 quotes. When it fails during a major heat wave, the decision becomes emotional. The house is hot. The family is uncomfortable. HVAC companies are busy. Emergency service can cost more. And suddenly, the fastest solution feels like the best solution. This is when expensive decisions happen. If your AC compressor has failed, try to separate the emergency from the financial decision. Get the diagnosis in writing. Get the exact repair quote. Check the model and serial information. Verify warranty coverage. Ask what caused the compressor failure. Ask about the condition of the coils and the rest of the system. And if the repair is several $1,000s, consider getting a second professional opinion before approving the work. Because the compressor is dead tells you what failed. It does not automatically tell you what to do next. The real verdict depends on the system around it. A young, reliable air conditioner with warranty coverage? The compressor may be worth replacing. A middle-aged system with a clean history? Run the numbers carefully. An aging system with leaks, repeated repairs, and declining performance? A new compressor may simply be the most expensive way to delay the inevitable. That's the repair verdict. Before you pay the repair bill, examine the whole machine, not just the broken part. If your air conditioner has failed, leave 4 things in the comments: the age of the system, the problem, the repair quote, and whether you've had previous repairs. Your case could be the next repair verdict.